And we're live. What's going on, guys? It is Brad Hannon,
Sean Noonan,
here with the Insurance Sucks podcast. I'm so excited about this. We're just running a quick test just to check our audio as you guys jump in. We've got a guest that we are going to just kind of shoot the shit with real quick. Kind of have some fun. Listen, the whole idea, the whole concept behind the Insurance Sucks podcast is to give insurance agents an outlet to talk about things outside of insurance. You know, we live in a bubble in our industry. And if you're jumping on this and you're just one of my personal friends, or maybe you saw the post that I just shared on your Facebook. Did you see that?
I did not. Let's see.
I just said Sean Noonan is now Sean Noonan is now a podcast co-host, the most unsuspecting character for a podcast co-host, but that's what I love about it. So we're really just having a good time with this. But like I said, giving an outlet for insurance agents to talk about things non-insurance related. You know, we're going to bring Sandra up here in a minute. And one of the things that Sean and I have been spending a lot of time in or talking about a lot is crypto. And I know Sandra has been doing some things on NFTs and all that stuff. And listen, guys, regardless of your opinion, this isn't going to be like a political talk show. I don't think.
I hope not.
This isn't going to be. This isn't going to be a hyper opinion based podcast either, where we share our opinions and just kind of like as fact. We're going to have some fun. Hopefully, more than anything. If you guys have followed me at all, you've seen that in 2022, one of my biggest goals is quite simply to have more fun doing what we get to do. So, without further ado, let's bring up Sandra and let's talk some crypto NFT stuff. What up, Sandra?
Hey, I was literally leaving the grocery store and Brad's like, yo, I was like, I don't know what's happening. So I'm excited to be
Looks
here.
cold where you're at right now.
Yeah,
it's
right.
very cold. It's 1 degree.
One. That's
one.
No, I think it's what, 80, 87?
At least you have a degree there to count on. So
one single one.
Gage
That's
and I
good.
started we drive 45 minutes for him to go to preschool, and I started today, and I was like, not today, pal. Not today.
I love it. Well, listen, I know I've kind of shared some of this stuff with you a little bit. I know you were backstage, so you didn't get to hear me intro you probably, right? You didn't get to hear what we were talking about.
Oh, no, you can hear it.
You can't hear? I've never been backstage. I'm always on the stage. So like, I don't know anything about me. I'm just kidding. I've been backstage before. I should have known that. But yeah, we're talking crypto, we're talking whatever. But the rule is, and this is easy for you because you're technically not an insurance agent, right? I mean, last I checked. You haven't taken the plunge. So we're talking about anything but insurance. Why, Sean?
Because insurance sucks. That's why.
Because insurance sucks. Holy,
hey, our lights turned on randomly.
Whoa, we don't want that. Can you turn that off? It's too bright in here now. How do we sound, by the way, guys? If you're watching the live stream, I'm having too much fun. I'm forgetting that this is actually, we're like testing things out. We want to know how we sound. How's things look? Is there anything? I mean, is this wired? Does this got to go? Do we got to get rid of the wire? Oh, it's attached to Sean's head. So that doesn't work. But one of the things, Sandra, that Sean and I have been heavy in, sometimes maybe a little too heavy, is in crypto. Obviously, there's all kinds of different avenues that you can take in that. And one is NFTs. And I know that you were doing a webinar last night. And so give us some hot takes on NFTs.
So I'm dropping 100,000 on the monkeys and shit like that. Like, right. Honestly, the reason I got into the space was somebody that I actually met on Clubhouse that turned out to be kind of a good friend. And he was telling me about NFTs this time last year when we were all over in there. And what started it was he had a piece of graphic art that I really loved. And I actually wanted to use it for my book cover. And when he started explaining NFTs, I was like, well, shit, I'll just buy it. Right? So I bought it, and he's got these really incredible. So I wanted pieces from people that I know that had a story. So he has these really incredible, like, they're punk rock. They're women that are breaking outside of the mold. He's very behind the, he's got strong women in his life. So they're strong female characters. The two that I purchased. And then Gage is back here. He's really into Spider-Man right now. And he dropped a Spider-Man NFT. And I got to thinking, I said, Sandra. And I was like, yeah. And I got to thinking, why would I go to Hobby Lobby and buy the same little Spider-Man thing that every kid has in his room when Gage can have his own custom NFTs, right? That are made from a guy. I'm helping him build his business. It's kind of interesting to be in the space and mess around with it. So I'm using it for more of a power connector, place of love, where now Gage's room's going to be, instead of, just your average Spider-Man, he's got 2 pieces that are going to be hung in his room while we make this transition. And to me, that's so freaking cool. Like,
that's awesome.
That you can do so many different things with this stuff.
So you're not trying to get rich off of them, though?
Well, I relisted all of them for like 15 days. Somebody wants to buy them, they can.
Yeah, it might be up in Gage's room, but it's for sale, just like everything else.
That's right.
Exactly.
I love it.
So what do you have to say to those people out there that are saying, they don't see the point of an NFT? They think it's dumb, that it's just a JPEG. What's kind of your stance on that? Because I know I have strong feelings about that.
Yeah, well, my stance on everything is get educated. Find somebody that can educate you on it. And for me, it's finding people like Samir that they're the actual artists educating people for free. I don't mean go hire a digital marketer that's selling $1,000 course to learn about crypto, but it's important, in my opinion, to be, and my opinion's always right. I know Brad said we're not doing that, but
right. My opinion's
always right. So you can take it as a fact that you just educate yourself in it, because, they were talking last night about real estate being registered on the blockchain, which essentially is kind of what a title company does. But that original builder is always going to, the world is a much bigger place. Like Brad talked about in the intro, like we're in this little bubble of insurance and trying to grow and scale our own business. And sometimes we forget to look out of our front door, and the metaverse and virtual reality and all of that shit is real, and it's coming whether you want it to or not.
Absolutely. And I think as insurance agents, we get stuck kind of in the void that we're in a very archaic industry. Like, there's not been a whole lot of innovation with, hey, Victor, see you joined us.
Victor's here.
There's not been a whole lot of innovation in insurance, and we get very stuck in the old, ways of thinking. And the old way of thinking is, make some money, put it into real estate, live off your real estate income, which sounds great. But, I was in banking in 2008 when the financial crisis happened, and a lot of people that used real estate as income that, guess what, all of a sudden had 5-6 properties with no one paying rent, and they still had to pay those mortgages. So it's, like you said, a lot of education that comes down to it. I love the people that say, well, it's just, I can screenshot the image and I can save it and make that my profile picture. Well, I say the same thing about a Picasso painting. I can walk up to it with my Android, take a picture of it, go to Costco or CVS, print it out on a nice canvas thing and hang it on my wall. I don't own an original Costco. Or not Costco. I don't own Costco either, but Picasso. So it's kind of the same concept, right? So we're getting into a digital age, and NFTs are like,
honestly,
they're just starting it.
It's kind of the same thing as like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Like, it wasn't even like a year and a half ago where people thought it was like, still kind of a joke and just this fad. And now you're starting to see like how it's starting to take over everything, right? I don't know. I think NFTs are the same thing. It's a new thing.
Everything
slowly but surely.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are terrified of new change, and this is it. And I mean, I feel like I know quite a bit about NFTs. Do they make a lot of sense to me? No. Do I know they have a place in our future? Absolutely. So I'm going to figure it out.
Well, and with the JPEG thing, I just learned this the other day. So I lost out on a Spider-Man one that Samir had made, and I had some trouble with my wallet, and another kid came in and bought it, and I tried to counter offer him. Well, I can still use that. I could post it up and stuff, but here's the deal. If somebody wanted to buy it, they can't buy it from me. Yep. So essentially then everybody that's just copying and putting out the JPEGs, that's awesome. But if Brad's making money off of my NFT,
I'm the real winner.
I promise you, I'm going to be showing up and I'm going to be like, Brad, that NFT that's on the back of your shirts, that's mine. And your girl needs paid.
Yep.
And the thing that was cool, and we were talking about this, me and Sandra did a podcast. We did a webinar yesterday with Samir. But like, if you are an artist or the owner of it, like the original owner, dude, you can put contracts on the back of it. You get unlimited royalties every time it gets sold. There's so many things you could do. it's so interesting, man. And if whoever,
hey, you know what? Hey, Victor, you know what's not interesting?
Insurance.
That's right. Welcome to the Insurance Sucks podcast. That was a good one for the. Dude, we're gonna have so much fun with this, man. I'm so excited. That's the crypto talk was honestly what one of the things that led me into, hey, let's do a podcast for insurance agents, by insurance agents, but not talk about insurance, because my goodness, man. I mean, content is good, right? Like we all, like, content is king. We all live off of it. We all make a living off of it. I love creating it, but my goodness, there's so much out there. And there's still not enough. I'm not saying, like, there still needs to be more content and more, sales coaches and people training, and it needs to be easier to access and easier for the people to find. But, for someone like me who, hey, I found the content, I've consumed the content, I've lived in these Facebook groups and everything else. I'm excited to have an outlet to talk about things that aren't insurance. Like I know some people that do insurance kind of on a part-time basis, and make the majority of their living flipping houses, or I know one guy who's a firefighter, right, and he does insurance as well, right? The retirement benefits from firefighting are awesome, and now he's also combining that with renewal streams of income, which is amazing. So I want to get those individuals. So we've got a few people watching, and a bunch of people are going to watch the recording, of course. But if you're watching this and you're like, man, that's me. I love insurance. And, I'm happy that it was I talk to, obviously, recruiting agents, right? We talk to people all the time, like, yeah, but I just don't think that insurance is necessarily what I want to do. Listen, it's a vehicle. It's a great vehicle to, if you wanted to open up a gym and that was your life goal, man, insurance is a great pathway to take to make the income to then put into the gym. Right now segue into something else. So Sean and I had spent a lot of time talking about crypto and reselling, which is actually another one of the topics that Sean can enlighten a lot of people on, is reselling Jordans and Xboxes and PlayStations and mining helium and all of this crazy stuff. And so we got to talking about all this, and we found ourselves talking about it more. Even when I go, even sometimes when I'll take Sean to lunch because I want to talk about something specifically within our agency, right? Like, hey, I've got, I want to talk to you about some things, bring them into, we go to lunch, and, the conversation takes place about insurance. And then naturally we start talking about reselling or what the next, cool crypto project is or whatever, because man, we're in insurance all day, every day. It's nice to talk about something. It's been refreshing. Absolutely. So I hope that this podcast can be kind of a breath of fresh air, a refreshing, fun outlet for, talking about anything like that. So if you're watching this and you're like, man, I'm with you. I'd love to talk about this, or I'd love to see more content on this. Let us know. We want you on the show. That's the other thing too, is it got old talking to top producers. I love top producers, right? Like, man, hungry, type A personalities, go-getters, but let's create a platform for someone that may be a mid, a low, or a low level producer on the insurance side, because they're taking the other 50% of the time and they're flipping houses, or they're rehabbing homes, and they're still making a great living, or whatever the case is, right? Like I talked to one lady one time, she made millions in network marketing before she came in insurance. So she was just starting in insurance. She made millions in network millions. Like she traveled the world and made millions of dollars in network marketing. And then she just came in insurance. Well, in our world, she's a little new agent that needs some help and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure she's killing it by now. I haven't talked to her in a long time, but like in her previous life, in her past life, she freaking killed it. If you have a past life, good, bad, or indifferent, like if you're Johnny Brock and you were, what did he say he was? What did he say he wanted to be? Tony Montana. If you're Johnny Brock and you got a history, good, bad, or indifferent, man, we want to hear from you. So what's your guys' thoughts? I mean, don't you think this is something that's freaking been necessary for a long time?
Yeah, man. And I have one request. Sorry, Sandra, to cut you off, but I think something cool that you can do in the middle of this podcast is maybe whoever you're sitting next to.
Victor might be leaving us here soon.
You got to go get NBA Jam game in first to 5. Put some wagers on it.
If it's anything like any other video game we played, we know how that outcome is going to be.
Yeah, Sean and I played some Halo the other day. I got an Xbox finally because he's always reselling these Xboxes, and I used to play Halo back in the day, right? And Victor, he's a gamer. We can talk games too.
Love it.
Victor was a gamer, but I used to be a gamer because I love to play, right? But I wasn't great. The best matches or rounds or whatever, the best games that I would play is when I had a really good team that was making it easy on me to get a lot of kills and whatever, right? They're getting a lot of assists. They're, whatever. We're just murking people because I'm playing on a team. So the other day, I don't have go ahead, hit it. There you go. Murking
Love
people. The other day we're playing Halo and I didn't have a headset yet. I just got the Xbox, didn't get a headset with a mic yet. And so Sean and I tried to join up to play. And I mean, dude, I think I was like 3-12. And then the next game I was like, 8-15. And the next, it was horrible. And Sean's like, text me, hey, I'm getting off after 3 games. And I'm like,
rage quit.
Dang, dude. Freaking.
No, I mean, we won, but you're playing at 50 and I had 30 something kills. Playing by myself
right there.
Yeah.
He didn't want to mess up his ranking on Halo, but also it's super boring to play and not talk to anybody. Just Thursday. By the way, if you play Halo
Thursday nights.
Hopefully Janae's not watching. Actually, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care. She's
Thursday is going to be Halo night from now on. So if you're a Halo, I almost said Halo 3 player, especially
you can play Halo 3, but we'll be on Infinity.
Yeah, if you're a Halo Infinite, Infinity or Infinite.
I always call it Infinity. I don't know why.
If you're a Halo Infinite player, Thursday nights when we play Halo.
Impressive.
Eric's killing it. You know what? I thought I was going to have the soundboard, because I'm the host, but I think it's better with Eric.
I trust Eric.
I think Eric
knows what to do.
You're right. Boom.
Yeah.
I love it.
I gotta jump off. Gage has decided sitting in the car is no fun.
Oh, let's see Gage.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if we can.
Hi, Gage.
What's up, bud?
Welcome to the Insurance Stinks podcast. It's the G-rated
He's
version.
used to seeing Victor. He's probably like, "Where's Max?"
I thought for a second that Victor was getting picked up, man. I heard those sirens. I thought he was Dunzo. We're gonna witness it firsthand.
See you guys.
All right, bye, Sandra. Thanks for jumping on.
That was a throwback.
I didn't even realize. So we're on StreamYard and we're on StreamYard streaming to my first personal page here. And Devin Blunt said, love this. Always looking for the next passive income source. Joe Frazier. Joe Campert said hype. And Drew said sounds great. So man, this has been a lot of fun. We're having a great time. My buddy Corey, who he posts he does some post-production for another podcast. He said the headphone cord on the table is a little distracting. So I don't know what, like I said, it's already
it's cheaped out for the wired one. Should have got wireless.
Yeah. Can we get wireless ones? All right. Well,
I'm sure again.
I mean, I could just kick them off the podcast and then there would be no wire here. So,
and nobody would watch because
what else, Victor, man, you played some baseball. I think you're getting back into it, right? You're trying to get back into baseball shape.
Yeah, just getting back into shape, man. I played college baseball and then I played 2 years of independent professional baseball. Blew my elbow out, and now I'm just a fat slob. So I bought some baseball stuff to get myself back into shape, and it's been fun, man. Just picking up a baseball and throwing again. So
I'm envious. I'm not gonna lie. Brad and I played baseball most of our lives, but I like to think I was probably a little better. But throughout my shoulder, basically in high school, had labrum surgery finally 5 years ago, and always want to get back into it. But like you said, I'm 50, 60 pounds heavier than when I played.
Did he say labrum? I think he meant labia. Yeah, no. Labia.
No, I heard those bounce right back.
That's yummy.
Hey, here's one thing that here's one thing that I do want. There's a few people watching this. We're we're debating on how off the walls crazy we want to go with this, because, you know, technically this is not real. I mean, this is a new brand in and of itself. Insurance Sucks. It's not, I mean, it's obviously tied to my personal brand a little bit, but we're just, I mean, we're going to cut it up. We're going to have some fun. I know on a lot of podcasts, they will use curse words. Victor, what is your take? Curse or no curse?
Dude, I let my 2-year-old curse.
I love it. I like this guy.
I encourage that shit.
Yeah.
They're not curse words. They're sentence enhancers.
Yeah. As long as it's not disrespectful, I'm all for cursing.
Hey, what's this thing called, Eric? A Rodecaster
Pro.
I'm over here. I'm podcasting and talking to my buddy Corey here about what the headphones plug into and stuff. But you know, tomorrow, if you're watching this after tomorrow at 3 p.m., we're going to do our first actual podcast. We'll you know, have a little bit more of a design flow, but ultimately, you know, we're not going to structure anything. We're going to have a lot of guests. Of course, we're going to bring a lot of personalities from the insurance industry and outside of the insurance industry. This actually dates back to all the way. I don't know, Victor, if you ever saw the Hustle series that I did, where I brought entrepreneurs, business owners, sales leaders, you know, coaches, trainers, whatever, outside the insurance industry, brought them in to share their perspective, because like Sean said, the insurance industry is freaking archaic. And if we can learn from other industries or even other parts of the industry and kind of, you know, apply it to what we do, I think we'd all benefit. So that's another thing, is this is certainly going to be fun. But man, if you can't take a nugget or two from these podcasts, then you're missing it, because we're going to have fun. But even though we're not talking about maybe a specific sales tactic or specific product training or whatever, there will be nuggets to take. I think if you've watched this show from the beginning, I think one of the biggest nuggets is to, you know, keep your eyes peeled for good opportunities to you know, add additional revenue streams. Sean and I are hoping that we can retire in about 6 months based on some recent investments we've made. So if you're interested, holler at us. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to retire in 6 months, but we got some cool things going, and it's exciting. And I mean, listen, if you bought Bitcoin like 7 or 8 years ago, 10 years ago, however,
and didn't sell,
you would be, you know, you'd be killing it. I know some people that have done it. So people were calling those people crazy 5, 6, 7 years ago. So we're open to all kinds of conversations on this, whether it be, you know, NFTs, crypto, real estate. You know, I want to get some real estate investors, because even though it's a little bit more traditional, you know, there's no denying that it is a great income stream. So we're going to have fun. And Victor, you said you're going to come up to Sarasota a couple of times to podcast live in studio with us, right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm right here in Fort Myers. I'm not far from you.
Dude, it's like an hour. What are you doing? Why aren't you here now?
I mean, I got a kid sleeping right now.
Tomorrow. We actually
tomorrow. What are you doing at 3 tomorrow?
Yeah, we actually have to get another mic for the actual studio. Otherwise, you'd be like talking through your computer audio or something. But
look at this guy inviting me in without even giving me the amenities that come with being on a podcast.
Right? He got me a wired cord. What do you expect?
Whoever wants to come into the live podcast, it's BYOM. It's bring your own mic. Must have XLR cord, because that's what I'm told these things use. I don't know what the freaking XLR code even is. Cord. Yeah, code. You know, I think it's like a video game.
We're gonna misspeak a lot.
It's fun though. I'm telling you, so sales trainings, right? The YouTube channel, all of this stuff. I mean, it gets. I don't know how some people do it. Honestly, I'm impressed that they do, especially individuals that like maybe haven't don't have to then go apply it every day. Like people that are purely sales coaches is what I'm talking about. So like you're not actually selling insurance, you're teaching others how to sell it. Like that gets so boring and mundane, and you know, it's necessary. So I don't want to knock it too hard, but for me, I just want to get in my true element and have some fun. I told Sean before we ever started this podcast, I said, dude, don't hold back on me. Okay. Like when we're with the boys, you're really good at busting my balls, like really good. Like everyone is. I mean, I'm just the target in any kind of group. I mean, it's just natural, right? I think it's because I'm so damn good looking. I don't know whether it's like whether I'm good looking or, you know, just freaking I'm intimidating. So they got to like try to knock me down a peg. But it's one of those two for sure. And they're so good at busting my balls. But then we go to like an event and he's like, oh, Brad's the greatest leader ever. And I'm like, dude, just be real. Tell him how bad I said. No, I'm just kidding. Don't tell him that. Do not tell him that. But
never.
But we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. How many times I say fun? Whoever can count how many times I said the word fun.
You know what?
Eric
you should
verify it. I'll send him $100 airdrop.
You should do a giveaway for every podcast, and whoever guesses how many times to say fun through it, they win something. Give them a T-shirt.
Then I'll just stop saying it. If I don't say fun once, then I don't pay out.
Well, you can't throw somebody a T-shirt.
We're gonna suck, dude. We are gonna have some swag. We're gonna have some swag, some Insurance Sucks podcast swag, for sure.
I want a ball marker.
A ball marker. You gotta find the green. Victor, you golf? You play any golf ever?
No, man. Have you seen my swing?
You're a baseball player. I guarantee I know exactly what it looks like. Horrible. It goes way right.
Well, first it goes way left.
Yeah, way left.
And then it goes way left. Then it goes way right. It's like
a boomerang that doesn't come back.
Yeah. What I would like to see, Eric, too, is if we can get like, I don't know, maybe we put the camera down slightly lower so it's not. Let's try a different. I mean, we're testing it out, so we might as well. And then does it scoot closer to the monitor? So where nope, that doesn't work. Nope. That's as low as it can go. And then if I'm looking at Victor right now, it still kind of looks like I'm looking at Victor. So, man, how does Justin Brock do it? I don't know. It looks like they're looking right at the camera. Like this guy. Yeah. Man, we got to fix that. I want to be looking at Victor, but also looking at the camera, looking at the audience. So that's
better.
Up. Makes the cord even more distracting now.
Yeah. We're gonna have to fix this cord.
Here, I can fix it. You got a pair of scissors? Yeah. Hey, help me out, guys. Let's give Ben Jammin says he'll smoke me in some NBA Jam. Well, Ben, that's because while I'm busy in my office selling insurance, you're over here playing NBA Jam. So Eric brought these freaking things into the office, and I swear production went down by 25%. But the high scores on these machines, oh my God, if you can get paid for them,
I just want to throw out an open challenge because Justin Brock does not believe that my Galaga score is real because he thinks we're on a cheater machine. I will challenge Justin Brock to any dollar amount to a game of Galaga.
Let's get him on here. I bet you I can get him on here. Let's see if he's see what he's up to here.
I know what he does not have, which is that salt gun that we sent him.
Yeah, he does not have that.
Have you seen those salt guns that they have, Victor, that are all over TikTok?
No.
It's basically like think of like a Nerf gun, but it shoots literally grains of salt. So Justin sent one to us last year, little pump one. It's a lot of fun. We shoot each other in the office. You're supposed to shoot flies, but who really does that? But they have this one that is literally a giant Magnum. Yeah, there's the salt gun. It's a giant revolver essentially that runs on a CO2 cartridge.
Should I do it? Should I do it?
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be a good episode if you don't just run it out.
Oh, there's not really any salt.
I mean, it hit me. I'm not Ben. I don't scream. But we sent one to Justin. That's this giant revolver, runs on CO2. Like, you do not want to get shot by that one. Brad pulls up an address. Apparently, it's Justin's home address from 15 years ago from when he was a kid.
Yeah, we just need an extension for the cord. Maybe we just need a cord extension. Or what if we just ran it straight across in the middle of the air?
Yeah. And then people just think they have like a...
Just run it through the side of the table.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, you must hold your head like that. No, there's nothing we can do.
Can I lower the chair more?
We may need to extend the cord. Oh, that's better. A little bit better.
That was a little bit better.
Anyways, if you don't have one of these things, you need to get one.
You don't have an insurance office.
This is the Buggo Salt.
You gotta get an affiliate link.
Actually, I haven't gotten Justin's Christmas gift from this year, but this is his gift for us last year, and we didn't even know who sent it for the longest time.
He probably sent it to your childhood address.
Yeah, right. He probably did. This is cool if it goes right here, right? I like that. All right, what's up next, Victor? What's next on the agenda? What should we talk about? Let me look in the comments, see if we Ben said do it live on the podcast. Oh, he was probably talking about shooting you. Yeah,
I think so. Leave it to the vegan
has to
one.
Be Travis Matthew, though. I agree, Corey. Travis Matthew. We'll do Travis Matthew and what's the one that Justin Brock got his shirts?
Not Travis Matthew.
No, it wasn't Travis Matthew. But yeah. Anyways, we'll do some Travis Matthew. Insurance Sucks.
Some Peter Millar
swag. Peter Millar. Oh yeah, Peter Millar for sure. Love this. Let me see if we got any comments over on your side of the land. What's next, Victor? What are you up to, man? I know you got your Google. Don't. Yeah. And by the way, don't go into any insurance freaking rabbit holes, or otherwise we're gonna hit you with.
I'm gonna answer it. I'm not gonna go deep into it, but no, right. Man, I'm doing Google ads. My fiance, she has a little social media management company, and doing some consulting, coaching on the side, and that's really it, man. Sold my agency last month, and kind of just trying to enjoy my time off right now.
Yeah, I love it. You're semi-retired then?
For like another week, and then I'm right back at it on Monday. So
you mean until I see you in 9 days in Austin?
Yeah.
Anytime I see somebody under 50 who's semi-retired, I'm like, oh, so you're unemployed.
Definitely not.
Hey, let's talk about the event for a minute. We got a few people on here. Some people will probably see it afterwards. I think that's far enough outside the scope of insurance specifics that we can talk about it, because it is an event, even though it's an insurance related event. Plus, it's my fucking podcast. We can talk about whatever the hell we want, which is the cool thing. So go ahead. I'm still getting used to cursing on camera. It's like, bad boy.
It's okay. It's like the first time you do it in front of your parents.
It's got to be genuine. Don't.
Yeah. I won't just. I mean, only for effect. Okay, we'll only do it for effect. We don't just do it flippantly, right?
Can we get a genuine meter on the side?
Yes, exactly. That was a genuine FU.
That was.
So about the event, man, you've been working hard, very hard on organizing this. You're talking earlier in the group about the speaking agenda and all that stuff. So. Give us a little sneak peek, man. Give me a little sneak peek too, because I'm excited to be there. Of course, I still got to figure out what I'm talking about, but we'll figure it out.
Should talk about your podcast.
I trust you with that. Now I got to mark you off.
We're gonna cut his window about 15 minutes shorter now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, it's the Digital Frontier workshop, so it's gonna be all things tech, right? Like bringing agencies into the digital age. Insurance is always like the slowest industry there is.
Oh boy.
There he is.
He had to go get in his studio.
That's right.
I'm in my office right where I answered this text.
Freeze.
Bug assault, baby.
Hey, hey, that's thanks to my Rodecaster Pro. Props to Justin Brock for letting me know what to get. He could have told me a bit cheaper one, but whatever.
That's a badass piece of equipment for $700.
Dude, it is sweet, man. We're just messing around here testing it. So we got the new studio set up, and we're just hanging out, talking about anything but insurance, which I know is tough for you, buddy.
I got Galaga, NBA Jams. I don't have Pac-Man, but I have Street Fighter 2.
What do we have, Eric? We have Pac-Man, NBA Jams, Galaga.
The other 7,
Burger Time, Mortal Kombat, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sell under 60-pound health, I
guess. Yeah, my office, I got rid of all the cubicles, and we just lined the walls with games.
Yep.
You have a headset coming out of the game. You're just selling.
Well, these things double grade as a table, so
yeah.
There you go. Yeah. You just only play one player.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to issue your challenge, Sean?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, since Brock's here, and I don't know if you remember this, but I took it to heart. When you posted your Galaga score, probably about 6 months or so, on your either your personal page or Medicare Gurus.
Yeah.
And you said, I challenge anybody to beat this. It's like 170,000. And I didn't say anything, but Ben in our office said, oh, Sean can beat that. His is like 270. And you're like, he must play on a cheater machine. I challenge you to a game of Galaga.
Did you play on that machine? The one
I played on that machine.
This one doesn't keep.
What have you got? What have you gotten on there?
272.
Oh my God.
There's something wrong with your are you autistic?
Probably.
I think so.
Only people that can beat me on video are autistic people.
So welcome to the Insurance Sucks podcast.
Like they can really focus in on stuff where my focus is pretty good, but
yeah,
my focus is great. My focus is great, other than when I hear all the way from my office, and I know he's playing Galaga. I'm like,
I haven't played in months.
No, he doesn't play that much.
Look up
we
the
really
guy.
Work a lot.
There's a YouTube video of a guy that he's like the world record holder, and he's like 55 now, and he looks like just your typical 55-year-old. Looks like he sells insurance. Doesn't really look like but he's got like, I don't know, like 2 million points or something, and he's just in there like, I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's great. There's a documentary on Netflix about it, and because they're all algorithms, like kids memorized it, and they had to basically put time limits.
The kids are smarter than we are, so they have an unfair advantage.
Well, I'm certainly not smarter than many people, but
I don't know. I don't know. Why do you think you got him on here?
I've got to take off, guys. The little one's waking up, so
no worries, man. I know how that is. So Justin, give me 5 more minutes of your time, man, because I want to get your hot takes on a couple things. Obviously, I kind of shared a little bit of the vision behind the Insurance Sucks podcast with a bunch of people. I think you might have been one of them. I don't know. I talked about to you briefly, but the idea is the insurance industry. Once you've gotten into, so I think there's like layers to it, right? Like there are independent agents out there that they don't consume any content. They're not a part of any Facebook group. They might just go to their NAHU meetings or their, whatever. And that's the most in-depth they get. But then there's another whole kind of sector of people like that next layer. They're so deep into the Facebook groups. They're so deep into the insurance content. They're so deep into consuming, sales trainings and things like that I wanted to give a new avenue, right? A new platform for things for insurance, right? Like for insurance agents, by insurance agents, where we talk about anything but insurance. So I know one of your big things is kind of growing that real estate portfolio, right? It would be a great topic. It would be something that we can kind of dive into, talking about, expanding your real estate portfolio. We were just talking crypto and NFTs a little bit before. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, I really enjoy it. We own the building that we're in right now. We bought it with tenants doing owner occupied. We just bought it.
You got a smoking deal on that, honestly.
We did. I'm very, very happy with it. We bought we just actually talked earlier today with the agency that we bought in South Haven, about an hour and a half from here. The people they're renting from, we're wanting to double the space, and there was a guy moving out, so we're going to get it. And then he told me, the guy handling, he said, well, the guy that owns the building is willing to sell. So I'm like, well, we're always willing to buy. And it's got a couple other tenants in it. So that'd be like our second commercial building. But we have about 5 residential rental properties right now. Growing it. Just had to do my first eviction.
Woo. So how was that experience?
That's tough these days.
I can't get the guy on the phone. And I actually gave him a whole month rent free because he broke his leg or something, had COVID and all this, all this stuff. But at a certain point, it's like, okay, yeah, but I have to pay for the house. So
Justin the slumlord.
Oh, I'm the slumlord now. No, actually, it's probably one of my faults on, I don't bleed a lot of money out of real estate, because if I own the property, I'm really bad about, I actually want it to be taken care of, because I don't want people to move out and be, to be handed this turd back.
No doubt.
I'm always sending people over to do work, and I try to get them to always let me know anything that's messed up, because we'll try to get it fixed as soon as possible. But I love real estate. If you don't need the money, it's just like any investment, any real long-term investment. It's money that you don't need. If you're barely making any money and you're trying to put money away somewhere, then you might need some of that money. It's like taking somebody's entire life savings and throwing it into an annuity. We don't want to do that, because you need to make sure that they have some sort of solvency. But when you don't need the money, I don't think there's a whole lot with a not guaranteed, but with as secure of an upside potential as real estate. And that's residential and commercial.
What about NFTs though? That's a pretty secure upside.
Yeah. You buy an 8.
I like the NFT more. I think it's interesting. I think there's massive potential upside in it. I just think it's so crazy and weird, and I don't understand what's what and what's valuable.
Right.
Or what makes it valuable.
It's what makes it valuable. Like real estate is so valuable because people have to live places, offices have to exist.
Right.
People have to be somewhere. NFTs are kind of weird. I think crypto is definitely more sound than NFT, but at the same time, you guys have kids. My kids are a little older. My son is.
I have 2 dogs.
My son is 11, and I can tell you NFT be a thing because
for sure
my son and my daughter's 9, and they're the way that they communicate and the way that they see the world is way different than the way we see it.
Yeah. And who wants to be that person that's freaking, like taking that firm stance against it, saying it's never going to be, never going to be. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it's Bitcoin 2.0.
You're that guy who still says the internet's not going to take off.
I've seen my dad eat his past words way too many times to want to be that dad. So I don't want to be the dad that they're like, told you, Dad, now I'm a billionaire because I collected, boo-boo kitty fuck cards. And I'll be like, you did that. I don't know anything about it, I might tell him like, hey, that's more volatile, but still potential, there's a potential there. If I was in NFTs, I would say, collect NFTs with money that you don't need, a smaller portion of your money, study it and only do it really if you love it. Because I can tell you the people that are going to make the most money on NFTs are going to understand something that we don't, or they're going to get really lucky.
Yep.
And that's already happened, but it's like, if I started going into NFTs, it's just like stocks. I could go read up on stocks. I'm like, this is a great bet. But my level of understanding of stocks, if I figured it out, too many other people figured it out, and they probably ruined it for me because they inflated the stock price before I even got there. Right. So, real estate's not like that. You go buy a piece of property, you're the only one that owns that thing, unless you're getting into syndication, which is different. I'm not against real estate syndication. I just love the idea of actually owning physical property that I own myself 100%. I like a lot of control though. So.
Well, that's 100% how we got here. You might have missed the intro, the beginning of this. We were talking about, Sean and I. Sean is doing, I don't know if I told you this or not, but he's doing a lot of reselling, right? And dude's he's got a freaking robot that is buying shoes. And can this get you in trouble?
Hopefully no, of course not.
He's got like a robot that's buying shoes or like buying Xbox is the big one, Xbox and PlayStations, cards. And then he's ripping off people by selling it for a 25% markup or 50% markup or whatever.
You mean like retail capitalism?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or like when you buy a house and then you sell it for $100,000 more 6 months later.
Walmart buys a whole bunch of stuff from China and then
I kid because I posted some PlayStations for sale, whatever. Actually, Tyler bought some PlayStations off me for a good markup. Yeah, a couple of them. But somebody commented on the post when I put it into like Facebook Marketplace. You're like, this just makes me sick. I can't believe all these people are just ripping these people off like this and selling and it's like, oh, hey, if you want to buy it at retail, you should just go buy it at retail. Yeah. Oh, wait, you can't.
Well,
scarcity.
It's the same thing as saying like, well, Microsoft is really evil because they make it for cheaper than they sell it for.
Oh yeah,
of course. Why would they? Let's make them have to sell it at cost, and then we won't have any of that shit.
Right. You'll have free laborers, like just people that aren't getting
full blown
paid
socialism. Nobody makes money off of anything.
Yeah,
I'll do it for free because we love each other.
Equally miserable.
Yeah, I love it. See, we need an outlet like this for insurance agents, by insurance agents, where we can talk about anything but insurance, man. So I know you got to go. I know you're a busy guy. I also have to go to pick up my kid from daycare now, and
you want to have a beard growing contest? I'm working on that.
Hey, listen, I got a head start, buddy. I'm growing it out as we speak.
I'm gonna bow out of
you
that.
Remember? You remember? You've seen pictures.
You had the before.
Dude, what was the somebody
you looked like an angry leprechaun.
Somebody texted me. Oh, they go, dude, when were you full Ishmael? I was like, yeah, dude, that's I had the Ishmael. It was like,
you have a great beard.
Well, I had.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work, man.
I think you should grow it back. I know I'm grooming it right now. Every night, I got the beard brush, the beard all the goos,
the oils,
and the gels, and all the whatever.
Just don't wash it too much. That's the key, man. You don't wash it too much. You keep the beard oil. I can give you the stuff that I use is called Honest something or another. Find it on Amazon, and that
Honest Aid. There's Honest Amish or
Honest Amish. That's the one, dude.
Yeah, I got a can of the wax for it.
There you go.
In them, but
the wax is one you need, and I actually take the hog's hair, whatever brush that you get, and I rub it in there, and it just feels so good. And then my wife gets angry because I'm always like this all day long. I'm just
petting yourself,
stroking my beard.
Hey, you can be stroking something else.
You gotta stimulate.
You get a little extra length out of these hairs. That is fact. Eric, you need to check your email, bro. You got 3,000 emails, 3,689 unread emails. That would make me freaking go crazy.
That's it? You want to see mine?
Oh no, I can't even look at it. It gives me anxiety just thinking about it.
I can't have any.
All right, Justin. All right, Justin. When am I seeing you next, man? I guess I'll see you. Well, we want to get you on the podcast for a real episode, so I don't want to burn up too much of my time with you here, but we're gonna get you on. Yeah, absolutely. Let's just do them back to back.
That guy next to you on there. I don't really want you on there.
Yeah, that's fine too. Hey, listen, we got to elevate. We got to duplicate, and we got to elevate, man. I'm just gonna get Steven Martinez on here instead of Justin.
Right.
How about that?
Hey, he's honestly, the videos that he has done have done really well on our YouTube channel. Turns out people really like all the nerdy stuff he does.
And I love seeing him and Johnny go for like 2 hours straight. If I didn't have anywhere to be or anything to do today, I could probably go all day and just keep getting guest after guest after guest and just having some fun. But man, this is going to be a long time project because this is as much for me as it is for, the insurance community. This is as much selfish, just an outlet for me to have fun and be me. And, I don't build sales funnels and websites and automations all that well, but I can shoot the shit. So we'll just keep shooting the shit and having fun.
We will shoot the shit. I'll be here when you need me to shoot some shit, bro.
Love it.
Speaking of shoot some shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks, Justin. Buddy. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Thanks, Justin.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you dropping in with us. Like I said, we're going to be having a lot of fun. Count the number of times I say the word fun in this. If you get it right, you let me know. You're the first one to reach out. I'll send you $100. I said it. I meant it. I'll send you $100 if you count how many times I said the word fun. We'll repost this using that as well. So first person that sends in. Also, guys, look out for Insurance Sucks Podcast swag. We're going to be having all kinds of fun guests on here. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things. So if you have a topic that you have in mind, if you have a person you would like to see, I got to. Are we
going to tease them with our potential guests?
Yeah. I got it. Okay. So one of the. I'll just say one of the not potential. It's locked in. One of the future guests is going to be somebody that runs a pretty popular page doing memes for insurance agents, and they want their identity to remain anonymous. So they will be doing a podcast with us with a ski mask, or what I was saying is the Sickick mask would be dope. If we had that.
We should buy him an NFT. That'd be the picture.
Yeah, we'll put the NFT over his face. But that's the kind of stuff.
Can we borrow yours?
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we're trying to do. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and we will see you on the next episode. We'll actually see you tomorrow for our pilot episode. Tomorrow, Friday at 3 p.m., where it'll be me and Sean chopping it up.
Yep.
Guys, thanks a lot.